Hey, welcome to another episode of Beyond Education Early Childhood Weekly Bites. I'm speaking with you from Kabara Beach here in New South Wales. I'm taking a short holiday here, enjoying the beautiful weather after weeks and weeks of rain in Sydney. Now, this week we're going to speak about the Asian culture. So if you are working with people that come from an Asian background and do not know quite a lot about the Asian background, this video is going to help you to understand a little bit more about working with others with an Asian background. Now, Asians as a broad ethnic group comprises of many people from different countries, so I'm not intending or wanting to speak on behalf of everyone, but there are some similarities in terms of our culture and background, and I thought I might be able to give you a little bit of insight if you're working with someone from an Asian background and has no knowledge of this. So with the Asian background, we accord respect to anyone and everyone that is either of a seniority position or someone that is a bit older. So when you go visit any of the Asian countries, you will very often hear people addressing each other or people that are a little bit older than them in the social setting as an uncle or auntie, and that might be quite similar with the Aboriginal culture here in Australia as well, where you accord that respect to someone even without knowing them, and that's very normal. And what that means is that at work or working with families that is of an Asian background, if you've got a grandparent or someone that looks a bit older than you walking into a service, you will be calling them, very lightly or with that respectful address of uncle so and so or auntie so and so after some time, and that bond just builds quite naturally. And if you work with someone that's from the Asian background, it's very important to know that they have been raised in an environment that has where you are valued for, you are visible, but you actually do not have a voice. And it does take people a little bit of time to actually feel free and safe in their skin to be able to speak up and to voice their opinions. And you can do your part in helping them to feel more comfortable quickly. So that is by empathizing and actually eliciting their opinions on things. So for example, if you are having an Asian colleague and you are wanting their opinion on certain things during a staff meeting, and you've noticed that they've been really quiet, that doesn't mean that they're not talking. So most of the time when people are not speaking up, it's because of the cultural background, like I explained, that we sometimes are seen but we're not heard, and it does take a while for people to feel confident enough to be able to speak up. So you might actually want to actively engage them by asking for their opinion. So you might actually say, so and so, would you like to offer your thoughts on this, and what do you think about that? And being able to just bring that question in a very safe space and acknowledging their contributions, even if they are quite invisible, and if they're not at the stage of being able to open up in a meeting and speak and voice out verbally. You might want to encourage them by pointing things out that they're doing really well, publicly, to just build that confidence. So I think that there are definitely wonderful ways whereby people from the Asian culture is able to contribute at work, and as long as they feel that it is safe and their voice is being valued, that you'll be able to see those contributions coming forth more freely and more frequently too. What I would like to also add to that is that you might actually be able to work with people from an Asian background quite successfully, you know, when you start building that bridges. And I believe that is the same with anyone too, you know, and with people with Asian background, we love our food, we love our culture, we have that herd mentality, so we kind of like move together in a group. We love to please, and you know, and we're very welcoming and warm in our relationships with others. So don't be taken by surprise if somebody were to ask you, have you had your dinner, have you had your lunch, because that's a way of life that we exchange our greeting, and making sure that you are well as part of our community actually means a lot to us. So I hope you got a bit of a greater insight into the Asian culture today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you again. Bye.